It's your girl Diesel here, and it's time for another unfiltered conversation after dark. If you've never been here before, know that this is a safe space, and we're here to educate, motivate, and stimulate one another in our own individual journeys to wellness. Of course, wellness is a broad spectrum, which you will learn if you did not already know that. Nonetheless, I hope we all have a good time and maybe some laughs in the process. Happy New Year! I don't know what you left behind in 2023. I left behind a few episodes that never got posted, but it is a new year. It's a new me. It's a new you. It's a new day. It's a new week. And it's a new month. And this month is filled with awareness. So let's take this month, the first month of the year, and do a little self-reflection. Not a little bit, let's do a lot of it. Self-reflection. Let's look at the things that we set out to do for ourselves in 2023. Did we achieve them all? Maybe not. The question is, why? Is it because of you personally and decisions that you made, or is it because of an outside circumstance that you have no control over? Now, if it is something outside of your own personal control, if the situation has changed for you, by all means, knock that shit out and share it, because I want to celebrate the win with you. If it is something that you did not achieve because of decisions that you made, you need to be honest with yourself. Be honest with what you want to do, what you're willing to do, what you can do. Don't beat yourself up for the decisions you made last year, but make better decisions this year. What you did last year is in the past. That is not who you are. That's some shit you did. Now, right now, today is who you are, and what you do with what you have right now makes all the difference. So if you take this year and you do the same shit you did last year, you're going to get the same results. If you spend all last year talking about, I'm trying to get snatched for the spring, I'm trying to get snatched for the summer, I'm trying to get snatched for the winter, I'm trying to get snatched for the fall, I'm trying to get snatched for the new year, and you still dreaming about getting snatched, what's stopping you from getting snatched? You. Now, I know for a lot of people, it's about time, it's about resources, it's about this, it's about that. We live in a world where everything is on your time. There's fitness on the go, there's fitness that works around you. There are online trainers, digital trainers, there's apps, there's anything. And this is just an example. It doesn't even have to be fitness. It doesn't have to be getting in shape. It could be your business. It can be anything. If you didn't start it or you didn't achieve it last year, this is the fucking year. And the only thing that's going to stop you is you. So if you want it, get up and get to it. If you don't want it, then you'll continue to do what you've been doing. But what we will not do is harp on the past. If you were not able to get to it last year, there's a reason. You need to sit down and be honest with yourself, that self-reflection, as to why, and move accordingly. Make the necessary adjustments, pep talk yourself if need be, and make the shit shake. That's my tough love for this episode. You're welcome. Now, let's get to the awarenesses of January. I've got a I've got 9. I don't even know how many awarenesses there are for the month of January in total, but 9 felt like a good amount. We are going to start with National Blood Donor Awareness. Started in 1970 by President Richard Nixon to pay tribute to volunteer blood donors and to encourage new participants to join. I have decided that I am going to donate some blood this year. I've never donated blood. I've never participated in any kind of blood drive or donation, although I am a organ donor, which really only is beneficial in the event of my death. But because I love to be of service and assistance, and so I don't need recognition. I don't need people to know my name. I don't need any of that. And to know that the blood that I donate could potentially help somebody or even save somebody, that warms my heart. So I'm going to definitely make it my business to find a donation station or event this month and donate some blood. And I encourage those who are open to the experience, if you've never done it, to do it with me. Hey, I could probably make that a whole event, but we'll move on. I won't stay focused on that. I'm definitely going to do it, and when I go, if I can, I'm definitely going to have you guys with me participate. Oh, that might be our first video of the year. Huh, yeah, listen here. New me, new you, new things, new format, we're still figuring this out right here, the movement. But I'm here for it. You here for it. We gonna make it shake. We gonna make it do what it do. Glaucoma awareness. This one, it really caught my attention and it left me with a lot of questions. So we are definitely going to have to circle back to this once we go through all of these so we can educate ourselves a little bit more on glaucoma, because I know what glaucoma is, but I don't know much about glaucoma. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't have a lot of people in my family who struggle with it or have experienced it. So all I know is it's eye related. Well, that's not all I know now, but that's all I knew. And so doing this awareness brought me like a whole lot of different questions. What is it? What different kinds? All kinds of things. Anyway, let's get down through the awareness list first, and I'm gonna circle back. Okay, y'all know I get distracted. Now, glaucoma awareness, represented by the color green. That's my color. And I've been wearing it mostly, or so far, most of the year. I know we only, honestly, what's today? The eve of Friday. We only 4 days into the year, but that's not the point. Color green, it's Glaucoma Awareness Month, encourages you to take care, encourages you to take an active role in protecting your vision and minimizing your risk of complications that are usually associated with glaucoma, which, just a little sample, can include high eye pressure, which you yourself will not detect. You literally have to go to the eye doctor and have him measure your eye pressure to find out if you're at risk or not. So practicing regular eye health care or eye care, basically, for not just distracted again. Not just so you can see, but because your overall health and wellness is important to me. Cervical health awareness. If you're into ribbons, the color for cervical health is teal, obviously, or I'm not going to say obviously. Let me take that obviously back. If you don't know, cervical health awareness is to raise awareness for cervical health and prevention, which can include, but is not limited to, HPV and cervical cancer. Okay? Again, that's another one. We're gonna circle back to it because I really want to get through this list. Every time we do one of these, presenting one thing, a topic, a subject matter, always brings me more questions, which leads me digging for more information, which gets me to babbling, but I try to give as much information as possible. I want to kind of answer as many questions as I can so that once I'm done, you don't I don't want to leave you confused. Just why I'm trying to stay on track. Okay, that's 3 down. So we got 6 more. Okay. National Adopt a Rescued Bird Month. It's self-explanatory. That for me is one of those bullcocky awarenesses that I don't need. I didn't even know that adopted rescue birds. I didn't know rescue birds were in such dire need of homes, to be honest. Cats, dogs, I know. I'm a pity advocate. I love um Stratford Terriers. Um, they they mm, they definitely don't get enough love. But Rescue Bird Day or month, you can keep that for me personally. In the month of January, there is also National Bird Day, which is totally different than the National Adopt a Rescue Bird. National Bird Day, I'm cool with. Just a day in January that brings awareness of the importance of wildlife or wild birds all over the world and wild bird conservations, for those birds that are endangered. That's beautiful. I'm all for that. I don't know why I feel so differently when it comes to rescued birds. Probably because I'm not a bird person. I don't care about a rescued bird. All lives matter, and in the lives, all lives matter, period. I don't care how you feel about it. All lives matter. None of us are in a position to deem anybody's life less than or not worthy. But I don't even care if you think that's a hippie statement. Feel how you feel. I said what I said. But yeah, I don't care about rescue birds versus wild birds. Wild birds are fine. I I'm not really for taking a bird out of its natural habitat unless birds are born in captivity. Yeah, I'm not for it. I'm not for it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like any animal, and I love animals. I love animals, but I don't want any animal in my house where they can just walk, fly, crawl, whatever, and take a shit and give me no warning signs. If a cat's about to take a shit, I can tell. If a dog's about to take a shit, I can tell. If a bird's about to take a shit, I can't tell. They just walk or fly and as they go, and I don't have time for it. Wild birds do your thing. They literally shit anywhere. Sometimes the shit falls on people and nobody likes that. Has a bird ever shit on you? They say that's good luck. I don't care if it's good luck or not. I'm not real superstitious, but literally keep that shit. Self-love awareness. Did you know that January was self-love awareness month? I did not, but I like the way it sounds. I get it. We're at the start of a new year. This is a time to highlight self-care tools and activities that help us recharge our minds, refuel our bodies, and inspire our souls. That's beautiful, and I'm here for it. What kind of self-love, self-care activities do you do to refuel your body and to inspire your soul? Oh my goodness. Exercise. That's my go-to. Um, Most of my go-tos for self-love are exercise, so do my hair, go get my nails done, read a book, spend some quality time with people I love and care about, spend some quality time with that special person that you care about, even if y'all not at the love stage yet. That quality time, if it is naked, then hey, that's quality time plus exercise. Bonding. Mental Wellness Month. Not Mental Health Month, which is in May. This is Mental Wellness Month. What is the difference between mental wellness and mental health? I'm gonna tell you. Mental health pertains to our brain's health and emotional stability. Mental wellness is a broad term that covers all aspects of overall positive functioning, i.e., holistic wellness, which is believed to contain 6 components of a person's life that make up their overall happiness and internal wellness, which are physical, emotional, mental, social, spiritual, and financial wellnesses. There are an overwhelming list of wellnesses. If you can think of it, there's probably a wellness category for it. But this is not that episode, so we're going to put a pin in that and we're going to go forward with the next awareness, which is poverty awareness. This awareness in the month of January calls attention to the continued growth of poverty in America, a battle that has been going on for 130 years. The fight against poverty has been going on for 130 years, and the continued awareness is necessary. Though I'm not going to lie to you, outside of uh, being aware when I ride past shelters, I don't see too much awareness promotion. So maybe we should change that. Definitely going to look into that because I definitely, I've, I've been homeless growing up. We definitely had a moment where we were without space, without our own place. And it's definitely good to have help. We had family that helped us, but it wasn't just family the whole time. Definitely definitely hardships. And like I said, I don't know. The older I get, the more I want to, instead of instead of watching people struggle the way that I've struggled, I'm moved and motivated to kind of help those who are trying to help themselves, because I know what it feels like to be in these hard times. I've been there. I'm still going through hard times in my late 30s. Like it it gets easier just because you gain the wisdom, not because the hardships are any less hardening. It's just once you've experienced it, you learn from it, and you, for the most part, you try to avoid reliving those moments when you can. But some of us cannot, and some of us need that extra help. And so I hope that this is a year of something new, and that we can put a dent maybe in the war against poverty and help one another out of such hardships. Because I mean, takes a village, right? We are the village. Don't do anything that's gonna put you in danger, but definitely when you see an opportunity to pass it forward, why would we not? Let's get back to glaucoma. Did you know that there were multiple kinds of glaucoma? It doesn't even matter how many. Did you know that there were multiple kinds? I did not. Not until I started doing the research on it. And some of them are freaking crazy. I'm not going to lie to you. Some of them are nuts. The first and most common glaucoma is known as open angle. It causes 2 in 10 cases of blindness in African Americans, and people with high blood pressure and diabetes are at the greatest risk. This is the most common, not in the world, but in the United States. And traditionally, African Americans are higher on the spectrum of having high blood pressure and or diabetes. Normal tension glaucoma is a type of open angle glaucoma that happens in people with normal eye pressure. You may be at higher risk for normal tension glaucoma if you are of Japanese ancestry, You have a family history of normal tension glaucoma, which if you've never heard of it before today, you probably do not. But you should still ask, I think. Have had a certain heart or have had certain heart problems like irregular heartbeat, have had low blood pressure. That's really it. I know I said it like there was more to the list. I don't know why. I'm looking at another list. I saw it. Experts don't know what causes normal tension glaucoma, but research shows that treatments that lower eye pressure can help slow the disease and stop vision loss. So, I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna wait until I'm done with this list. Angle closure glaucoma is also called narrow angle or acute glaucoma. This is a fucking emergency. Listen to these lists. Or this list: intense eye pain, upset stomach or nausea, red eye, blurry vision. Now, let's define intense eye pain. What is intense eye pain to you? Because intense eye pain to me means your eye hurts whether your eye is open or closed. And if you've ever had anything in your eye, you know what I'm talking about. When something gets into your eye, you can slap that shit shut and you kind of all right. Like, my eye, something in my eye. I can't open my eye because it hurt. When it closed, it don't hurt as bad. At least for me. I've never closed my eye and my eye still hurt. My eye was still in pain after I closed my eye. But in my mind, when you say intense eye pain, that's what happens. Your eye hurts no matter what the position is in. Open, closed, juicy, dry, it don't matter. Upset stomach / nausea. If your stomach hurts and you start puking, I think it's safe to say just go to the hospital. Unless you have something bad to eat and you think it might be food poisoning, which definitely has its own identifiable factors, you might be in danger. And I don't need you to wait to see if it passes. I need you to go to the emergency room ASAP because I'm not gonna lie to you. If my stomach is upset, I'm never going to think my eye. And this says you should go to the doctor because it's an emergency. Oh, it says go to the doctor or emergency. I was reading too fast. No, it does say is a medical emergency. Seriously. But how can you know that your stomach hurting means that there's something wrong with your eye? It's the only symptom that's not eye related. Blurry vision, red eye, intense eye pain. All that says is something wrong with my eye. Upset stomach doesn't say that. So that's a new one for me. So if you're feeling sick, you better take your ass to the doctor because you might have angle closure glaucoma. And in a couple days, if you don't go to the doctor and it remains untreated, you could go blind. That's some scary shit. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for me. I don't want that for anybody. Congenital glaucoma. This one is in babies. Babies are born with a problem in their eye that keeps fluid from draining normally. Congenital glaucoma is rare. Only 1 in 10,000 babies are born in the United States with it. It's really easy to tell if your baby has congenital glaucoma. They have cloudy eyes. They're sensitive to light, make extra tears, may have eyes that are larger than normal. If you have ever seen Ray, the movie about Ray Charles's life, the baby who played young child Ray, kind of had a similar look jumping off. But he wasn't a baby, but he definitely had cloudy eyes. He may have been sensitive to light. His eyes were definitely juicy, and he made extra tears, and he had some big eyeballs. So there you go. Covered 3 out of 4. I'm not making jokes. It's just what it is. I mean, permanent. Let's see. If the babies get surgery early enough, they usually won't have any permanent vision loss. But, vision loss is kind of the go-to when it comes to glaucoma. Neovascular glaucoma, which is considered a secondary glaucoma, so less people get these than the first first batch that I just gave you. Neovascular glaucoma happens when the eye makes extra blood vessels that cover the parts of the eye where fluid would normally drain. It's usually caused by another medical condition like diabetes or high blood pressure, which is stressful because, again, as an African American woman, African Americans tend to run high in the blood pressure and are kind of taking over the diabetic community. So that's something to be cautious about. I don't want to say scared, but mindful of. All the more reason to get your eyes checked regularly. Ooh, blood vessels are an unpredictable thing. If you have this form of glaucoma, you may notice pain or redness in your eye and or vision loss. I don't think that counts as a symptom. I'm just going to put that out there. Every other glaucoma lists vision loss as a symptom. It's not a symptom though. It's what happens when you get glaucoma. It's kind of the effect. I don't, or the result. I don't think that counts as a symptom. Um, but what do I know? I'm not a medical professional. I'm a fitness trainer who also likes to learn and educate herself as well as those that she's social with, i.e. you guys. Pigmentary glaucoma. Have you ever, dude, I've never heard of a lot of these glaucoma, so I hope somebody else is learning something. Pigmentary glaucoma, which is definitely on my list of words that are a struggle for me. This happens when pigment or color from your iris, the colored part of your eye, oh my God, hold on, flakes off and blocks fluid from draining out of your eye. That shit makes my eyeball itch. Do you understand me? Ew. God. Look, I'm sorry. Sorry. I can't do. I've got a very active imagination. Tell me that you did not mentally visualize crusty lip skin on somebody's eyelid or eyeball? Because that's what I saw, and it was nasty. Okay. Whew. Young white men who are nearsighted are more likely to get pigmentary glaucoma. My eyeball is itching out of control. I know. I'm being a baby. I don't care. If you have this condition, oh my God, it itches so bad. Ugh. If you have this condition, you may have blurry vision or see rainbow color rings around lights, especially when you exercise. This is treated by lowering eye pressure, but there currently isn't any way to prevent the pigment from flaking off into the iris. That's so nasty. I cannot. I'm sorry for you if you experience this. I'm not saying you're nasty, but the visual that I'm putting together is skeeving me out on big levels. Let's move on, please. Exfoliation glaucoma, sometimes known as this big fancy word I cannot pronounce, and I'm not about to embarrass myself any more than I already have today. This type of open-angle glaucoma happens in some people with exfoliation syndrome, a condition that causes extra material to deposit in parts of the eye and block fluid from draining. God damn it. Man, what? Is this a small, like, not dramatic thing that happens? Because in my eyeball is itching out of control. I cannot. I cannot. We need to hurry up and get through this list. Okay, we almost done. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be a professional. Ugh. My imagination is going crazy, y'all. What does they? Okay, stop the album. Recent research shows that genetics may play a role in exfoliation glaucoma. You're at higher risk if someone else in your family has had it. This type of glaucoma can progress faster than a primary open-angle glaucoma and often causes higher eye pressure. This means that it's especially important for people who are at risk to get regular eye exams to protect their vision. I can't say it. Uveitic glaucoma can happen in people who have uveitis. Ha ha ha. If that's not how you say it, I don't know what to tell you. Uveitis is a condition that causes swelling and inflammation in the eye. And about two out of 10 people with uveitis develop uveitic glaucoma. Experts aren't sure how uveitis causes uveitic glaucoma. I feel like it shouldn't be that hard to figure out, but whatever. But they think it may happen because uveitis can cause inflammation and scar tissue in the middle of the eye. This may damage or block the part of the eye where fluid drains out, causing high eye pressure and oh my god, more eye flaky shit. Look. Oh my goodness. I I I don't want to do this anymore. Other health conditions, we just gonna move on. Look, uveitis, I just told you what it does. We don't need to do all the rest of it. Not even anything else to say. Cataracts and tumors can cause glaucoma too, but that isn't as common. But I did not know that. I did not know that. Eye injuries can also cause glaucoma, and that's why it's important to wear protective eyewear. Like eye safety glasses and goggles, protective eyewear is designed to protect your eyes during certain activities like playing sports, doing construction, or doing home repairs. Cataracts, real quick, a cataract is a cloudy area in the lens of your eye, the clear part of your eye that helps to focus light. Cataracts are very common as you get older. In fact, more than half of all Americans age 80 or older either have cataracts or have had surgery to get rid of cataracts. Let's see. Symptoms of cataracts. Your vision is cloudy or blurry. Colors look faded. You can't see well at night. Ooh. Lamps, sunlight, and headlights seem too bright. You see a halo around lights. You see double. This sometimes goes away as the cataract gets bigger. You have to change the prescription for your glasses or contact lenses often. You are at risk, a higher risk of cataracts if you have certain health problems like diabetes, you smoke, if you have a drinking problem or you drink more than the recommended amount of alcohol in a week or a day or a month, year. You have a family history of cataracts. You've had an eye injury, eye surgery, or radiation treatment on your upper body. You've spent a lot of time in the sun. You take steroids. You put yourself at a greater risk. My eyeballs itch like you would not believe. I hope you guys learned something today. I learned a lot in this episode, and I have a lot of new things to add to my list of first, like blood donation and Ooh, maybe I'll pick up a new hobby. And that's a wrap. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or stories you want to share, feel free to add them in the Q&A below or to DM me at Diesel After Dark via Instagram or Facebook. I'm your host, Coach Diesel Richards, and this is Diesel After Dark. See you next time.